All right, guys. Hello. Welcome. Sorry, guys. Sorry if I kind of disappeared on you. Uh, hey, Anthony, what's up? So apparently, I closed down my StreamYards thing by accident, so I shut off my camera and all that good stuff. But I'm back. How are you today, Anthony? All right. So once some people start popping in, I will see. Like I said, I'm anxious to see Seth. What's up? I know Joseph Grohl will not be here. He messaged me last night. Apparently, he's working till about 10:30 tonight. So he told me that he will not be able to make it. So, so I know Joseph won't be here, but that's all right. We'll get along without him, I guess. I know, right, Anthony? Ixnay on the namesake. So, Seth, I pulled the Doris, started the stream, and then I closed out my StreamYard. So I had a blank stream for a while, but I'm back. I found myself. So I finally watched Raw, Seth. Finished watching it today. And I have to say, I was not incredibly happy about it. Once some people get in here, I just want to see if other people had the same opinion as me, that it really wasn't that great of a show. So, Anthony, how was your day today? Seth, how was your day today? It was hot here. Seems like it's going to start cooling off soon. I know we're supposed to get some rain tonight, so hopefully that'll be. I think it's supposed to go down to like the 60s tonight. So, your day bit donkey butts, huh? Yeah, that pretty much sums up my day too, Anthony. I hate Wednesdays. It's like one of the busier days at work. And it's when all the crazy people come out. Never fails. Every Wednesday, the crazy people come out. Jimmy's here with my neighbor's little son. The son helped Jimmy with the lawn today. So whenever he helps us, we give him a freeze pop because he knows I keep a big stack of freeze pops. So he'll usually stand there and go, "Can I have a pop? Can I have a pop?" Hi, Connor.
What are you laughing at?
Anthony, can you have a cupcake?
Anthony, why? What are you?
Oh, he wants to give Tilly a cookie.
Oh, no. Tilly already had a cookie. Who's stream you on?
Mine.
Oh.
It's Wednesday.
Oh, it's Wednesday after 8? Okay.
Oh, he kills me. He really, really kills me. He comes in, he's like, "What are you laughing at?" Oh, you guys probably heard him too, because he was standing right by the mic, so you probably did hear him. But yep, had no idea it was my stream, even though I'm the only one that's on stream, other than you guys in chat. Captain, I sent you the link. Let's see. Anthony, if you would like to come up, there's the link. Hello, beautiful Lisa. I was thinking of you today because my request for joining the two. Hello, Captain.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I guess I'm all right.
Just all right.
I just woke up a little while ago. I was taking a nap.
Hey, Nora. How are ya?
How is everybody? Who's this Captain Jerk guy in your chat?
I don't know.
Anyway, hi Lisa.
Maybe just some fathead. Is it a fathead?
Possibly. Nora, what's up? Seth, what's up?
Oh no, Lisa, it's nothing you did. My request for joining the two Facebook pages, Anthony's Facebook and Gabriel's Facebook, got accepted. Which I almost started regretting because now I see every post about all the kids and abuses and things like that. But that's what made me think of you. That's why I thought of you.
Meh.
All right, Nora. Yeah, usually, depending on how many people are in here, I usually stay on until about 11 or midnight my time, which is Eastern.
I got another freaking invite to go on a freaking panel. So when that one freaking decides that it wants to freaking go live, I'm probably going to go over there.
Very good. Very good. Well, I thank you for joining me. Nice to see you.
Well, thanks for having me.
It's funny. There was one day I'm looking at your background. One of the streams last week, I was like, "Honey, look at the big skull behind Captain." And he's like, "You never noticed that?" I'm like, "No." He's like, "You didn't see it the day we were there?" I'm like, "No." He's like, "You really are observant, haven't you?"
It's the size of a beach ball.
Well, he was like, "It's huge." I was like, "Nah, I didn't see it."
It's as big around as a garbage can lid.
Yeah, Lisa, it's pretty easy to get them to accept you. You just have to answer a couple of questions.
Who's that?
The Facebook pages that I was just talking about, it's like about because we're doing the special stream on the round table on Fridays. I joined a couple of Facebook pages that are part of foundations that raise money for abused children, and they share updates and stuff.
Oh, I don't
And
use Facebook.
I know you don't use Facebook. But yeah, like it's no personal questions or anything like that. It's just like some of the rules that you have to agree to, and of what you can post or comment or. But yeah, that was why I thought of you, Miss Lisa, beautiful Lisa. So, Captain, how was your day today? I know you just woke up. Captain. Captain. All right, now I just saw you flinch. I know you're not frozen. I think. Maybe. Hello, Sister Donna. I don't know if he's frozen or not, Donna. I can't tell. I even looked at my internet up. I guess he was frozen. I couldn't tell if I was the one that was frozen, and like I could only see myself talking. At first, I thought he was doing his blank stare thing, trying not to move. Donna, how was your day today? Lisa, was it as hot there as it was here today? Actually, today wasn't as bad as the last 2 days, I have to say. I think the humidity was a little better. See, here it was sunny, and it was probably like 85-ish versus the 95 that we've been having the last couple of days. So it was a little bit cooler. Yeah, we're supposed to get rain tonight, and I think scattered showers tomorrow. And I'm assuming tomorrow is going to be muggy because they said it's still going to be like 85. But just some scattered showers throughout the day, which is fine by me because it's better than the hot humidity that we've been having. But yeah, like I said, today wasn't as bad as the past 2 days. Still warm, but not as muggy and sticky. Yeah, maybe you're getting the rain because we had the rain last week. It was like, I think it was like 4 out of 6 days it rained here last week. So maybe that's the rain that you're getting. Either that or that tropical storm. There's a tropical storm down there too, isn't there? Maybe. I don't remember where I saw it, but I know there's some. Okay. I was going to say, I know there's some coastline that has a tropical storm hitting. Downpoured here for like a few minutes, and it only made it hotter here. That happened, I want to say, Saturday here, and it just brought everything yuckies. But yeah, Donna, that's what I'm hoping. Like the rain tonight. I know it's supposed to go down to the 60s tonight, which is the coolest night that we've had for the past few days. I know last night it was like in the mid to upper 70s, and Monday night I believe it was the same thing. So it was still sticky all night. But they're saying tonight with the rain coming in, it's supposed to go down to the 60s. So that'll be kind of nice. Maybe we won't need the AC. But yeah. Hello, Wrestling Forever 93. 90 to 100 degrees, huh? Oh no. I feel you. The AC at my work is broken. And they'll like put a Band-Aid on it because they're waiting for a part. And so they'll put a Band-Aid on it. It'll work for a couple of hours and then it'll shut down again. And it seems like on the hottest days is when it shuts down completely, of course. But yeah, apparently they're still waiting for that part at work. So that makes work a little miserable. But I would be completely miserable if my AC at home was broken. At least my husband turns it on before I get home. So that way the house is cool when I get home from work. And I've basically been jumping in the shower and just coming to the bedroom with the AC and just laying there after my shower. So yeah, it's been like the 90s here on the East Coast where I am. And like yesterday it was 94, I think. And then the humidity, they said pushed it up towards 100. Yeah. And that's window ACs, which I'm assuming is what you have. There's always that chance because they're always making them obsolete. It's almost as bad as owning a computer. Because I know our house is ancient and it would cost, number one, we don't own it. So, but it would cost a fortune to put central AC in because it's hot water forced instead of hot air. Oh, me too, Lisa. Especially at night. I love sleeping with my window open. As long as I remember to take my allergy pill, I'm good. If I don't take my allergy pill, I'm like all yucky in the morning when I wake up. But I still love sleeping with my window open, even if I don't take my allergy meds. Makes me miserable, but Donna, I saw your post about that. I know there's a lot of sites now that you can, like, we have Walgreens and they have a discount prescription program that'll give you a percentage off of the discount, off of the medication, depending on what the medication is. Yeah, Wrestling Forever. We had that issue when we lived in the city. We live in the country now. So at most, because we live on a main route, we might have a big truck go by. But other than that, it's very quiet here. Every now and then we'll hear like a motorcycle go by, but other than that, it's fairly quiet. At night, at least. I know during the day it can get loud because of the traffic, but yeah, Donna, I would say it's worth it just because I know that certain medications, the prescription discount thing will give you, like, I think one of Jimmy's prescriptions, it knocked it down back when I had my old insurance from like 60 to 20. So depending on what it is in the prescription plan, they do give you a pretty good discount. And I know, like, when our Rite Aid first changed over to Walgreens, they had the discount cards right out by the pharmacy, so you could just take one and then you just sign up for it and you download the app Mascot! My goodness, man, how are ya? Oh, that kills me. I hate when they do that, when they say that you've used all your thing, especially on a state run or a federal run program. It's like, how is that possible? Like with Jimmy's Medicaid, I have to figure out why. I may have to sign him up for another plan, which it's not that much of a rush because I have him on my work insurance too as like the secondary, but for some reason the Medicaid doesn't cover his prescriptions. And I thought Medicaid was different. No, Medicare is the federal one, right? So he has the federal insurance. And for some reason, they don't cover, like they'll cover 100% of his oxygen, but they won't cover his inhalers. So my insurance covers, we pay like $20 for them, but okay, so yeah, he has Medicare, which I know they have like Part A and Part B and all kinds of stupid crap. But I just signed him up for the whatever one they initially give you because I have my well, the only thing, Mascot, is I already have insurance through work. So with his health issues, it may be a little more expensive to get personal insurance for him. So I had already had him on my work insurance when his Medicare started. And I know you need a secondary insurance with Medicare. So I just kept him on that, on my insurance through work. So pretty much everything for him except his prescriptions is covered 100% between the two insurances. So the prescriptions are the only things we have to pay for. Oh, maybe I'll look into it and see what it would cost and compare it with the insurance that we have through work. Yeah. The one thing that I don't like, Donna, is a lot of companies now, a lot of insurance companies they're more expensive now, even through jobs. And a lot of them are not covering 100% of things like they used to. And now it's like there's really high deductibles and they only cover a percentage. Yeah, Mascot, that's what I might do just to see what, because I know I pay for the two of us, I pay like $800 a month through my work. So, I mean, if it's about that for good insurance, maybe I will switch. But yeah, like we had to push my work to get a better insurance option because the one they had was absolutely absurd. It was, I think I was paying $250 a biweekly for me and Jimmy. It didn't cover 100% of anything. And there was a $6,000 deductible for each of us. And then there were, when you would go for things out of pocket, you would have an additional fee. And one day I asked them what that was, and they were like, oh, that's your co-insurance fee. And I was like, what the hell is a co-insurance fee? I've never heard of a co-insurance fee through an insurance that you have through your work. That's just absurd. Why even bother then? And it was like I would have to pay, like for Jimmy, I was paying every month I was paying almost $200 for his breathing machine for nighttime. The oxygen he uses for the breathing machine, and his just for that, and then it was $60 for one of his prescriptions, and then $40 for the other two. So just for him, I was paying $400 out of pocket just for prescriptions. And then it was costing us like $50 every time we went and saw his pulmonologist or his heart doctor. Each time it was $50. It was $30 for us to see our primary. And then they would say your annual checkup was free. And then every time we had our annual checkup, I would get a bill. And one day I called them and I'm like, why do I keep getting charged a copay when the annual is supposed to be free? And they said, oh, your insurance company goes by what the doctor checks off. So you must have spoken to them about something that wasn't covered under your annual screening. And I'm like, an annual screening is to talk to them about everything that happened over that year. That's what an annual screening is, to like update them on your health. So how the hell does that? And literally every time we went and saw them, we would get a copay. And that's the excuse they would use, is that we spoke to the doctor about something that wasn't covered. And it was just, I hated it. Absolutely. Everybody at work hated it. And like I said, the deductibles just for two people were like almost $12,000 in a year. And they didn't cover 100% of anything until you met that deductible. And like, I was like, I can't even imagine people that have kids, because if it's like $3,000 or $6,000 a person, that's like ridiculous. One girl had emergency surgery and had to pay, I think it was almost like $8,000 just for the surgery, not including all of the follow-up care. But yeah, we finally were like, you guys need to do something, because this is absurd. Yep. In Massachusetts, they still make people get insurance, and most of the time it's part of Medicaid. But a lot of, like, if your job doesn't offer insurance, that's what you have to get. But if your job does offer insurance, no matter how crappy or expensive it is, you have to take your job's insurance, because they won't let you do the state one. Yeah, it's crazy, like what it costs now. Yeah. And and the crazy thing is, like, the insurances control like the care now. They like decide what tests the doctors can order and things like that. So they're affecting a lot of people's like healthcare, the way the doctors treat them, because doctors don't want to order a specific test because they know the insurance won't approve it. Like when Jimmy first got out of the hospital, he was on oxygen all the time. And the doctor changed it once he got better. But the doctor didn't change the prescription and when I asked why, he said, because if he did, the insurance would refuse to pay for it because it wasn't a life-saving treatment then. It's just absurd, Donna. It is. And unfortunately, it's what we have to deal with because. Yes, I did Wrestling Forever. I did. And And that's the crazy aspect of it, is like sometimes that's what people do just because they can't afford whatever treatment that their loved one needs or they need. Or all right, so now that I have a few more people in here who watched Raw, I wanted to see if you guys had a similar opinion to me. Squirrel, we were just talking about that, about how it all started with Obamacare and everything like got so jacked up. But yeah, I was kind of disappointed in Raw because when it started, it sounded like it was going to be a really good show with some really good matches. And in my opinion, it turned out not. They managed to screw up a lot of the matches, which I was kind of pissed about. But yeah, exactly. Wrestling Forever. Like, just the way that they ran some of the matches or ended some of the matches was just stupid. Like, it was so stupid. I don't get, like, because it's just, why are you going to give Sasha Banks the title, take it away, and then just to give it to her again? That makes no sense. And not only that, but I think Asuka would be a better opponent for Shayna Baszler than Sasha would. Because, you know, if it's not for Bayley, Sasha isn't going to be able to keep that title. It's going to be a Bayley story all over again, where she needs Sasha to keep her title, and Sasha's going to need her to keep hers. Right. Well, apparently, from what I heard, that's why they had the attack happen, was to explain her not being on TV, is because she is going back to Japan. So they had to explain why she, like, all of a sudden is gone. So that was why the whole, but I had heard they were going to have Shayna Baszler attack her, and that was going to lead to Shayna Baszler and Asuka at SummerSlam, which would have been good because it would have led into another good feud. But, I mean, and they could still do that. They do still have time to start a Shayna Baszler Asuka feud. Like, if Asuka, maybe Shayna will win the title off of Sasha, and then Asuka go after Shayna for the title. Maybe. But yeah, that one, and I thought the Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax match might be decent, but it was stupid. It was just absolutely just the two of them throwing sucker punches at each other and refs getting involved and them beating up security. Like, what was the sense in that? So what'll probably happen is they'll end up doing maybe Shayna Baszler against Nia Jax at SummerSlam. Either that or they'll have a number one contenders match between the two of them next week. And then the winner goes on to SummerSlam to challenge the champion. Yeah, I like Shayna better than I like Nia. Nia, I like her, but she just tends to, like, just be too goofy in her movements in the ring almost. Like, because they really have no one her size. So it's like she just ends up, I don't know. Plus, she's not that great at some of the moves she does. So I just think it's. But yeah, I mean, I would like to see somebody different win the title. Good one, Tony. I was waiting for you to come out with something. And then that's the other thing. Like, what's going on with Otis and the Money in the Bank briefcase? Like, they don't even talk about that anymore. And as far as I know, unless I missed some big thing, he hasn't cashed it in. So I'm not really understanding why they've kind of just let that go. Like, they don't even, he hasn't wrestled really since. What's he wrestled once since? And it's like, how are you going to have him win Money in the Bank and then not use him as a singles competitor to kind of make him show off his singles competition, his singles ability? Yeah. But yeah, as far as I know, he hasn't lost it. Cash! Oh my goodness. They're all popping out of the woodworks today. What's up? All right. All right. Give me a second. I'm going to try to add you to Hangouts. All right. That didn't work. Let me see. So, Cash, how you been? Where you been? I kind of figured that you were busy because I know you were waiting to go back on the road. Wrestling Forever, I'm not sure. I've seen cruise pay-per-views before. I mean, and I know when they originally were doing Bash at the Beach, they did that at a beach, but so I don't know which one would be better. What do you guys think? A cruise or on the beach? Especially if they threw someone off the ship. Kids are acting like the NWO, huh? Right, wrestling. I know that. I did see that. But yeah, Cash, that's cool. If you do get a chance and I'm still up and running, you're more than welcome to come up here. You know that. But yeah, I mean, maybe a cruise because it was kind of cool having the cruise ship match. Oh, that's right too. I keep forgetting that you're behind us. So it's still fairly early for you. True wrestling. You do have the natural setting. And maybe, yeah, it might be kind of cool to see them try to do something in the sand. Just moving around. You know how it's kind of hard to walk or move in the sand. So yeah, that might be kind of cool. But yeah, Cash, I kind of was wondering because I've been seeing you doing videos and I just thought, oh, he must be busy because he hasn't been on the stream. And but Cash of the Beach 94, 95 were awesome. Yeah, Cash, I remember those. Right, wrestling, I have seen that. And that's what I meant by they've done it on the beach, which was cool. I saw the cruise one. So I don't know which one I liked better. I did like the one on the beach. But this year, I don't know what they're going to do this year because they were supposed to be in Boston, which is close to where I am. And the governor said that there will be no large gatherings, so no concerts or anything like that. So I believe they will be doing SummerSlam at the Performance Center again. Yeah, I remember the Nitros with the pool. Yep. When they did the catwalks over all the different pools. At least they made a few people fall in the water. Yep. Those were good. WCW, that was the one thing about WCW. They did it. They weren't afraid to do something different. Unfortunately, they just left Eric Bischoff in charge too long. And then they brought over that other dumbass, Vince Russo, which completely destroyed it, in my opinion. I've been enjoying the Performance Center shows as of late. The NXT guys have been keeping it lit. All right. Yeah, I've definitely been enjoying NXT better than I have the live shows for WCW. I'm sorry, WWE. Los Luchos. Hola. How are ya? Cash, I'll catch you later if I'm still on. If not, I'll try and jump on one of your live streams at some point. Yeah. A lot of the stuff that he did in one aspect was unique, but in other aspects, some of them were maybe a little too unique. Hello, Chino Cakes. Luna, how are you? Thanks for joining. Oh, my Joseph. Hello, thanks for joining us. I appreciate it. Yes, they were luchas. They definitely were running the asylum. And at first it was kind of cool, and then it just got way out of hand, and everybody wanted their piece of the pie and didn't want to work for it. And Yeah, that's where I think it failed too. It was just too much. Too many cooks in the kitchen, no one taking the reins, and there was just way too much going on. And that was a big part of what Eric started, which at first it might have been okay. Let some of them have creative influence, but not creative control. That's where I think he ran into a lot of problems. Right. Like the NWO at one point had like 30 people in it. It's like, seriously? How do you have more people in the NWO than you do in WCW? That was just stupid. And then NWO got old, and then it broke up into different. Ian, what's up? How are ya? And then the NWO broke up into all these different fractions, and it's like, really? How far are you going to take this? Yeah, I liked the Wolfpack when they first started. And then when the whole NWO became Wolfpack, that's when it just got stupid all over again. Yeah, wrestling, I'm sure with like Mysterio, and they ended up, I'm sure they ended up having to pay those guys big money to give up their mask. Hey, Skeeter, what's up? How are ya? But yeah, it was, especially knowing how important the mask is to the luchas. That was just very disgraceful to both the tradition and the individual wrestlers. I mean, because that the mask was their identity, so it was like, oh, jerks back, jerk alert, jerk alert.
How you doing?
Good. How are ya?
I'm okay. My battery ran out. I didn't have it plugged in.
Ah,
Then life happened. Cooking of dinner.
nice. Skeeter, that's cool. Going to meet Dan, huh? Glacier was cool back in the day. And wrestling, I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt if they got a choice. Either give up your job or give up your mask.
What's up, Skeet? Hey,
I was
Ian.
wondering the same thing, wrestling. Because
How
he
you
was
doing,
so
Ian?
unreadable.
Oh, Chino cakes.
Yes.
Oh, Cash Von Esper, how you doing? All right, I'm gonna go and freaking hang out with the rednecks, but I wanted
All
to
right.
come and explain why I just all of a sudden just ding, just
All
puffed.
right.
So, thank you, Doris.
Thanks for stopping in and explaining. See you
Thank
later.
you for having me.
Bye. But yeah, I loved Mortis and Wrath too, Luchas. I would have loved to meet them. I don't think I've really, other than like independent wrestlers, I've never really met like. Right. Let's see. Let me see. Let me see. All right. Done. Yeah, they did. A lot of times their mid card matches were better than their main events. Yeah. Skeeter, I would be too. Especially if your son's nutty about wrestling. Nice. Hello.
Hello. Ah,
Yeah, I used to like his entrance. It was kind of cool.
yeah. And, oh wow, man! I met two wrestlers.
Yeah.
Like our last set on our last set East East Saturday um a night.
Oh yeah.
I met what name? She's on a she was on Cody Rhodes.
AEW.
Yeah. Henry Rockwoos.
I don't know. I don't watch that much AEW, so I don't really know some of the.
She was like she always hang out with Randy Rhodes in
Okay.
Kong.
Oh, okay. I think I know who she was. The
girl who got her haircut.
Yeah, the one that was kind of like that CM Punk chick back in the day. Okay, I know who you're talking about now.
Oh yeah, because I met one of the guys from East Handy too. Like like when the Sawyer for Sawyer for if Horton.
Okay.
So he now the head champion. So they did. So it's supposed to be just a one-on-one match.
Yep.
But the one guy actually stuck his nose right in the match. Then 34 and as it came out. So they said, "Know what? We can make it into a fatal if folk hallway then." And the wing actually, in the wing actually, so and the wing actually fell down. Like it broke. Because you have almost, okay, so the one guy weighed about close to the 400-pound mark. So you have the one guy weigh, almost the same, amount of weight. And you have them two guys weigh about, I'd say about 2 you know, right around that, weight,
Like the average weight.
yeah. And that guy put the two guys on the top rope. Like he was going for a I don't know what move he was going for, but Mitzi no, but my if win, yeah, and so he picked him and the one guy up for a for a for a triple power bomb, and the whole wing fell through.
Cool.
So and they didn't even start the match. That's because, and they said it must be a winner. I didn't know it. I think that's fair.
Luchas, I'm not sure. I think it would take away from the uniqueness of it. I mean, granted, it's been unique for a really long time. But if they, like John Cena matching it was one thing, but now if they have all different other people matching it, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, and I went to a sale.
Yeah.
And some guy was selling his
Very nice.
I got him. I got The Rock. The
Very
old
nice.
9 o'clock.
I know it's 9 o'clock. I'm sorry. And Triple H.
Cool. Yeah, Luchas, that would be different if they had to break it, because then it would be a whole new, unique, like, title reign almost, like a new record. But yeah, like having someone else match it, I think someone else should beat it, because then it would just start a whole new, like the whole Undertaker wrestling WrestleMania thing, right? Like the Legend Killer. Like have him kill the legend of Ric Flair's title.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, because I'm trying to get you like a special guest.
Yeah.
I talked to Headman if Fulton and I gave him like my little thing, my little meaning like my little YouTube thing, my card. Well, like you said, well, see, like you said, like he may be gonna probably contact me, so he has to talk to his, his agent.
Nice.
Also, I said, of course, they gotta have, agents.
Of course.
Got to bring in the money.
Yep.
And so I get the Phoenix show. Oh my god! I can't believe my cousin, like she told like a friend that my birthday is coming up, and they said, okay, that is not a very good thing, because it's your birthday right after the show, and and that and they would make you get inside the ring, and yes, right, and everybody had to sing happy birthday.
Cool.
That'd be kind of like man, saying no, I kind of don't like being in front of the whole crowd. I just kind of, not shy, but I get kind of like, I don't know. I just get kind of
I get it.
nervous.
So what do you think about SummerSlam luchas? We'll have, so far, I think Randy Orton against McIntyre.
Oh, wait a minute. I thought, I meant because I heard they're not gonna do it this year.
Oh, they're gonna do it. They're still advertising it.
Oh,
they're making matches for it. They're gonna do it at the Performance Center, but they're still gonna do it.
Man, I need to quit. I was like,
you need to stop watching those junk channels, Ian. That's what you need to do.
Yeah.
Vet your channels.
They're not gonna do it. Yeah. Right.
Those people take gossip and they run with it and spread it like it's wildfire.
Listen to.
Yeah, I think so too, Luchas. I think McIntyre will keep the title. It'll make for a good match and probably a good feud, but I think he will keep the title. Because I think they're going to build up on this Orton Legend Killer thing again.
So my friend trying to figure out who he should to bring in. Maybe another special person. Because I told him, please don't get Mr. Barber the beefcake. Nobody wants to see his old fat self. Hey, no, and that kind
very nice, Ian.
Okay, no, I know some people probably say, really, Ian, you're gonna cut down Mr. Barber beefcake? Hey, no, I just
gotta do it. Somebody's got to do it, Ian.
Yeah. Oh boy, here comes the hate.
But yeah, I think it'll make for a good fuse, McIntyre and Orton.
But I told my friend, please bring in Tonka.
Really? You don't want Brutus the Barber Beefcake, but you want freaking Tonka, who's never won a title other than the freaking Intercontinental title? Seriously, Ian, he's no better than Brutus the Barber Beefcake.
Hey, Manson, I think it was kind of cool. Or you're back in the day
for about 5 minutes. For about 5 minutes, Ian.
Oh, that's funny.
I did see Mark Henry. Supposedly, so Farouk's been on Raw, and he was talking to MVP and Lashley and them. I heard a rumor that they are planning on doing a reboot of the Nation of Domination, which would be kind of cool.
Yeah. Okay, so why don't they do a if they're gonna do that, and so why don't they bring back the 4?
I think they will.
Yeah, because I think it's gonna be Ric Flair is gonna be the manager. Randy Orton. Who else? I think would be a good. Dolph Ziggler. And I need a tag team.
Yep. You do.
I don't know. I have no. There is no good.
Hey, Josie.
Tag team. You know why?
Not only that, but I think having Randy Orton in it would be hard because nobody likes Randy Orton. Randy Orton's an asshole. So trying to get people to work well with Randy Orton would be difficult.
Yeah. And Ric Flair is a jerk. Oh, hey, man, speaking of that, I heard somebody trying to get him to sign a book. And my friend said that Ric Flair said she won about $300 down front. No.
Craziness.
No. I'm not paying $300.
I still like the idea of a female 4 horsemen.
Yeah.
With Charlotte Flair, Shayna Baszler, Ronda Rousey, and Becky Lynch.
Oh yeah, and I guess it was right after Sting.
Who?
Ruby Wyatt was at the thing.
Nice.
But she was in the backstage.
Yeah.
Well, man, say no. Well, because she was got a hat on, and trying to keep her hair up in a hat, because like she don't want to be recognized.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because then she'd get shit from WWE for being at another event.
Yeah.
Because apparently they're supposed to get approval before they go to any other wrestling events.
Ooh.
The wrestlers, they have to get Vince McMahon's approval.
Oh.
That's why a lot of times you'll see them advertised and then all of a sudden they're off the advertisement or they won't be there. It's because Vince McMahon shit-canned it. Because I know there was one that The Undertaker was supposed to go to and Vince McMahon said no.
Yeah. And man, it took me almost 2.5 hours. I mean, just set up my new iPhone.
You got an iPhone?
Yeah.
How the hell do you work an iPhone? Those things are confusing as shit.
Oh my god! Like pain
I
in the
hate
butt.
iPhones. Plus, you gotta pay for everything.
Well, well, because I found a little, wick.
Oh yeah.
So I took my old
Yeah, Sims card.
yeah, Mitzi, but now that is a we paid one.
Ah,
See,
very smart, Ian. Very smart. Listen, you need to go tell Daddy. Go bug Daddy. Chili's mad at her father because he held her down so I could clip her nails. Luchas, I don't know. I think it would be interesting to see someone try it, but at the same time, I don't know if they will because it's such a legendary, because that's his legacy. Like Undertaker's legacy is the 21-1. Yeah, like something like that. I could see like maybe having a couple of wins or something like that. But I don't know if they would ever have anybody match or beat his streak. Because, like I said, that's kind of like his legacy. That's what he built his career on towards the end. And I think Vince McMahon has too much respect for him to throw it down the toilet.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. So anyways, so yeah. Let me see. So I'm learning some some east sign, language, because my cousin friend lion, like we always, you take him, like with us, because he loved pro wrestling. Yeah, and like man, like yeah, and and oh my god, man, like he did something so funny, but kind of yeah, well, like, and he have like a really bad what do you call it, autism too, and well, because like when the like when the thing actually just you started after 1 minute, because like he just he hook off, like when the bell. Hello? Okay, I'm guessing. Okay, I guess I'm just here. So, and how everybody doing? I guess the host just went. What? She just went right away.
How's that? Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
But my damn dog and her fat ass unplugged my computer
Oh.
and completely shut me down. And I was trying to get on my phone to let you guys know what was going on, but it was taking forever to get up. So, all right. So yeah, Lucha. The one thing about the streak ending with a defeat is, I think, part of me thinks that's what the Undertaker wanted. Like, I don't think Vince would have done it without the Undertaker's blessing. So yes, Vince can be the devil. I always say he's a brilliant businessman, but as a person, he does not always do the right thing. He, he's kind of an ass. Okay, I was gonna say, Ian, did I meet you? Or did you meet yourself?
No. Okay. What makes you know? Like somebody. Well, or you do me? I got a call.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure I didn't accidentally hit the mute button. But yeah, I mean, yeah, there's a lot of things that he does that I don't agree with, and I think he's a jackass for doing it.
Who?
Vince McMahon.
Oh, of course.
But at the same time, I believe that we also have to say that we owe him some penance because of what he took the WWF and made it into. He definitely took it a lot farther, I think, than what his father had plans for. But yeah, I mean, and I like with the whole Lucha Mask thing, I think whenever they get something, he wants something in return. I don't think the wrestlers get to do anything without some sort of repayment down the road. And they may not always know what that repayment is at the time they make the deal. Like, it could be one of those, well, okay, but you'll owe me a favor when the time comes. And Thomas is making his weekly visit. Hi, bubbies. You know what I mean? Like, I just think that, like any business, like if you go to your boss and ask him for a favor, sometimes they want something in return. But yeah, I think at the time, as much as The Undertaker says in his documentaries that he didn't even realize that he had an undefeated streak at WrestleMania, I don't know how he couldn't have. Exactly. Like, you have to decide what you're willing to give up. I mean, look at it. He had 21 years where that was his, like, he was able to create himself a legacy. Even if someone else does at some point beat it or match it, he's still the first one to do it. I mean, I'm sure if we looked down the road, we'll find other people who had undefeated streak at certain points that it was never really brought to our attention, so we never really thought about it. And where they kind of made that a big deal. And they kind of made it the only time we saw The Undertaker for a long time. Right. Even when kayfabe was dead, he still protected his character. Because he said that he always wanted to hold his character together and make sure that he did his due diligence to make his character its own. And I think he definitely did that. I think he's one of the few that was able to do that. And I hold a lot of respect for him in doing that. Even though, like, over the years, like, everyone knows wrestling's fake and what have you, but he still cared enough about his craft to make sure that his character was whole, that everybody believed in his character. But yeah, he's to this day my favorite wrestler. I actually have an Undertaker over there, if you could see him hanging on my wall.
And I got Undertaker right with that too.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the one thing that every interview I've ever seen him do, that's what he said his whole intention was to hold his character, make his fans believe. And it was both the respect for his craft and the respect for his fans that he did it. Which is why I still think that was the whole reason they had his match against AJ Styles, because he wanted to redeem himself after the match with Roman Reigns. If you watched his documentaries, he had said that he was very unhappy with the way he wrestled in that match. He was in a lot of pain and he thought he could do better and did not want to retire with that being his last match. And he had also said one person he always wanted to wrestle was AJ Styles. I think someone else he always wanted to wrestle was Sting, but I don't think either one of them have any interest in doing it anymore. Maybe back in the day it would have happened, but I think now they're both older and more broken than they were. And I think at this point, I almost wonder if we did see it, if they did it now, if we would be disappointed in it. You know what I mean? Instead of versus when they were in their primes. Because we would hold it to such a standard because it's something we've always wanted to see. And then if they don't perform the way we want, welcome back, Lisa, I feel like we would be disappointed and it would ruin it. You know what I mean? So I would almost rather them not do it at this point. Because I think it would do both them and us disservice.
Yeah. Yeah. What you were gonna say?
I agree, Luchas.
Okay, now can we remember what I was gonna say now? Just like my brain.
But yeah, I think it would have been awesome if it had happened when WWE first took over WCW, because they were both in their primes at that point. I think that would have been like if they had Sting as the face of WCW coming in to face The Undertaker, the face of the WWE, when they did the whole invasion aspect. I think that would have been epic.
That would. Yeah. Yes. Okay. So, anyways, I will be right back. So,
All right.
So, I have to, heck on, eat something.
All right. That's a good question. I don't know, because at that point, like I said, they were both in their primes. You had Sting as the Crow Sting. Gamer, welcome. And then you had The Undertaker as, at that point, he was the American Badass, if I remember correctly. So he was like, at that point, they were calling him the conscience of the WWE. And Sting was basically the conscience of WCW. They both had their storylines where they righted all the wrongs, but that is a very good question, if Sting would have broken the streak back then. Right. Exactly. So that was when they really started making it a streak, and they started advertising his wins, and every year it was who's going to break the streak, and The Undertaker is going to defend his streak. And so, yeah, I don't know if that would have, I would have preferred it be somebody like Sting back then than a Goldberg when he, I'm sorry, a freaking Brock Lesnar when he did. I'm not a very big Brock Lesnar fan, so I was incredibly disappointed when they had Brock Lesnar break the streak. I liked the old Brock Lesnar when he was young. I do not like the Brock Lesnar now. I think he's a egotistical jackass that is now out of shape and they're still trying to make him out to be the beast that he was back in the day. And Gamer, I'm glad you won your match against the Toaster. But yeah, I mean, that was one of the matches that I always wanted to see. The Undertaker and Sting in their primes. And like I said, it's kind of disappointing we never got to see it. But at this point, I would rather them not do it. Yeah, it could be. I don't remember who his match was against at 10. I know Bret Hart did miss a WrestleMania because he was hurt, but I don't remember if it was 10 or I believe it was around WrestleMania 10 that Bret Hart and Owen Hart fought, but I don't think it was WrestleMania though. I think it might have been, it might have been Royal Rumble where they faced each other, the brother against brother match. And then they did the Survivor Series with the Hart family where they turned against each other and then they had their match. Or I shouldn't say they turned against each other. Owen turned against Bret. WrestleMania, right, because he got hurt by Bob Backlund, right? That was the storyline. When the mother threw in the towel during Owen and Bret's, at the beginning of their feud. And Bret had the title and then lost it to Backlund. Was that around WrestleMania 10? You may end up making me go watch some of these old WrestleMania's luchas just so I can have my information correct. I know it's been so long and they've both had some major injuries. I know I'm trying to remember who, because 10 was a big one because it was the 10-year anniversary. And then they did WrestleMania 20. Let's see. I am going to look it up. It's not what I wanted. It's not what I wanted. All right. Let's see. So in WrestleMania 10, we had Randy Savage when he went against. Oh, so the WrestleMania 10 was the Harts against each other when Owen beat Bret. Bam Bam Bigelow and Luna Vachon against Doink and Dink. Randy Savage against Crush. Alundra Blaze went against Lalani Kai. Okay, so maybe it was The Undertaker that was hurt because The Undertaker wasn't in WrestleMania 10. So Yokozuna defeated Lex Luger. Remember that was the American Train thing, the tour that Lex Luger did. Razor Ramon against Shawn Michaels to retain the Intercontinental Championship. That was the big ladder match they had. Men on a Mission versus the Quebecers. Earthquake versus Adam Bomb. And the final main event was a WWE Championship match with Bret Hart defeating Yokozuna. Apparently for the title. So it may have been Undertaker that was hurt because he was not there. But yes. Yes, those were some good matches at WrestleMania 10. Once I started reading them, I was like, oh, I remember this. Yeah, I remember that. When Luger did the whole tour of America, I think it was from Royal Rumble to WrestleMania, something like that. And he had the tour bus, and because he was trying to do a campaign or something to take on Yokozuna. because it was supposed to be the America versus the Japan or the China, wherever he was supposed to be from. But yes, that was a good WrestleMania. So yeah, it may have been that one that we thought that Bret Hart was supposed to face Undertaker. Right, and he was Samoan. Yep. Yokozuna was really a Samoan, part of the Inouye family. Anoa. I don't know how to pronounce that. But yes, and I think his real name was Ryan or something like that, Randy. It was I know it started with an R, I think. But yep, he was a sumo wrestler though. Apparently he wasn't a Yokozuna, I learned. But he did perform as Rodney. That was his real name. He did wrestle as a sumo wrestler. I don't believe he ever held a championship, but yes. Every once in a while, I really got to do another one. I'll do a old school video of like an old school Raw, and I really haven't done one in a while. I've been busy. I've been working on a project with a friend of mine, Lisa. But I was trying to do like at least one old school video a week. I've kind of lost touch in that one, but some weeks I'm lucky to get out my regular videos. Never mind another old school one. But I love watching the old school Raws on the network or even the pay-per-views. That's when wrestling was really good. It wasn't like it is today where it was all clean and kiddie friendly. Not that there's anything wrong with kiddie friendly before you all start attacking me. Really? Very nice. Welcome to the show, Shadow. Nice to meet you. But yes, those definitely were the days. So, Lisa, do you know this shadow person? Or are you just laying down the law? Lisa's just laying down the law, I bet. Tell him, Lisa. That's what I thought. I thought you were just laying down the law. Thank you, Lisa. We're all nice guys, Shadow. Luchas, I have to get over to your channel. Or you guys' channel, right? You're a group. Because you're part of Doritos group, aren't you? I think. I know I get over there once in a while. Though the hard thing is because a lot of times I work when you guys are on, or I'm already in bed because I work. So when I am awake enough to jump on, I do jump on once in a while. Miss Lisa, speaking of our project, what are we doing this Friday? Is this the week where we're gonna finish the Gabriel one, or are we going on to take the break at Lion King? I know you and Joseph know each other, but I thought you were part of Dorito Luch's Locos group. As well as Ian, yes. Because I know Doritos a lot of times has.
Yes, Papa Lucha.
Just looking through lives, messing around. I'll drop a like. You folks enjoy your stream. Well, thanks for the like, Shadow. Thanks for dropping in, saying hi. Oh, I'm sorry. I know he has like a group and they all have luchas, some part of luchas at the end of their title. Right. Okay. Somebody's going live. But yeah, sometimes I wish a lot of the old wrestlers were still on. But unfortunately, oh my, that's why I never see you. Because for some reason, my bell is not rung. I do apologize. But I was subscribed to. My bell just was not clicked. So, yeah. Ian, now what are you doing?
Well,
you're a very busy man tonight, Ian.
Well, okay. Like my friend, as he told me, the guy was meant because like somebody told me the one guy as he was as he was he's spreading all lies about me.
About you?
Yeah.
Who?
Okay. Well, Mason. Okay. Well, Mason. You know what? I'm about to go right on his live and say, you know what? Let me talk to you. But it probably turned out really, really bad.
Sometimes, Ian, it's best not to feed into the drama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm not Nancy North, and I'm not as the in the I'll get stuff now.
Oh yes, I think I have been on your stream before, Luchas. Luchas,
Yes,
because I remember seeing that. And it was the same thing. Joseph sent me over there. He was like, "You should check out my friend." But yeah, Ian, especially right now, there's been a lot of drama on YouTube among the YouTubers. So I just try to.
Yes. So I'm not getting involved.
Yeah.
I wash my hands.
Ian's a competitor. You're a competitor on Lucha's
Yes, game.
stream. Nice. Very, very nice. Does he have any titles, Luchas?
Yeah. Papa. Yes. Yeah. He lot luchas and do that like any he belts. Not yet.
Well, Ian, you will just have to work on your craft.
Yeah.
But yes, this weekend I'm off, Lisa, so I will be able to join in on the roundtable shenanigans after our stream. But yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so because in my mouth said, Ian, just don't get into any fights what you're online. Because
All right, Luchas, thank you so much for joining us. I enjoyed the conversation. You're welcome back anytime. You have a good night.
peace out.
Peace out.
Peace out. Yeah. Yeah, so like, well, Miss Nora, and that's so weird. I'm trying to find my no, I trying to find my face, thing, but I couldn't find it. No, oh well.
Huh.
And I know when I can't find stuff, I get kind of like
You get all scrambled and
Yeah.
anxious.
Yep.
Happens to the best of us, Ian.
Okay. Well, Mason. Well, I bet I probably did. It probably fell right. I don't know. Like it probably fell right. Well, it was right in my hook bag when it went down to the post office, and maybe it fell on my pocket.
Maybe.
And yes. And
It's 10 o'clock.
I know 10 o'clock.
Thanks for letting us know, Mr. Clock.
Yeah. Yeah. And like yeah, and well, yesterday, I told myself I'm gonna try to take a break from YouTube, but I can't. I just can't take some breaks. That is like a, that is like my in normal,
Part
schedule.
of your routine.
Yeah. Man, see, because so I said, what are you supposed to do? Or like my mom said, there's a book you can actually read a book. Man, say, like I said, reading for prisoners.
Yeah, Ian, tell her.
Reading for reading is for prisoners because I just don't like to read.
Yeah.
It's kind of like
I have to be in the mood to read.
Yeah.
If I'm in the mood and I have a good book, I could read for hours. But if I'm not in the mood, I can't do it.
No, just like with me and with my walling.
Yeah.
I have to be in the mood. And like I try to draw. Somebody want me to draw them a Bret the Hitman Hart one. Like I said, I can try to. I'm not promising anything bigger, but it's kind of hard to draw.
Yeah. Yeah. My niece draws, and she always says that the hardest thing is when somebody tells you what to draw. She was like, if nobody tells me what I got to draw, I can do it so quick, and it takes me forever if somebody tells me what they want.
Yeah, and oh, yeah, and yeah, oh, yeah, because in to Miss Nerd, I was gonna buy my friend I was gonna buy like one of my friends shirts, but they have no right in my east east highs.
Yeah.
Because I wear a extra large shirt.
Yeah.
Because I try to wear my one shirt. I try to wear my what shirt was it? My Eddie well shirt. That shirt is so tight, right around my, sides. Because I said, nope.
Yes.
Like, keep tight. Yeah,
But you still tried to squeeze yourself in it, didn't you?
Yep. Because and then I see my gut just poof. Yeah. Because I'm thinking about probably make a
Hello, Joseph Grohl.
Hello.
Los Luches left. He just left a couple of minutes ago. He had to go get his son.
Oh, my buddy. my
But all your buddies came by. Thank you.
yes, and my comic book people is on the live stream.
Gary, what the hell? Where the hell have you been? At least Joseph told me yesterday that he wasn't going to be here. You're like 2 hours late, Gary. Joseph. Joseph, Gary literally just got here. Joseph's at work and he even got here before you, Gary. Jeez.
Ooh, man. Like, Doris is going to give you the diamond.
Exactly.
Cutter.
Diamond cutter and then an RKO right after. Robin, you've been searching for me for 2 weeks. I was here last week.
Yeah, because I didn't get no Haitian.
Really? I was here. I think it was a short stream though.
Oh.
But I was here.
Oh yeah, I remember because I was so well, because and sometimes like when I take a my little snooze, and sometimes I take a see, and sometimes I take about a 2 hour one, or maybe more hour. What the fuck? The doors. Oh, Gary.
And Gary, if I remember correctly, you were here last week too. Been searching for me for 2 weeks. He's just giving me a hard time because I missed the week before last week because I was busy and didn't get on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe because he didn't think you were going to be here, Gary. Because lately you're Mr. Fair Weather Friend.
And yeah. I was gonna make like my because I was gonna make the one because I was gonna make my one of my new little friend a like a wrestle thing, like a meaning like a little box, so I can see what I don't want and I can put it inside a box.
No.
And
me too, Gary. I still love you.
Yeah.
Didn't you just get done saying you took a nap?
Yeah. I'm sorry, Mitz, like my pills has to make me.
No, that's a big bottle of pills.
Yeah. And that pill is huge. I have to wallow.
Oh. Gary, I'm sorry. That sucks.
What?
Someone hit and run his car last night. Yeah, were you in it? Or was it parked? I assumed it was parked. But Joseph's right. You could have been in it. Are you okay? Is the car okay? Okay. That's what I thought you meant. that it was parked like on the street or something. But and is the car okay? Is it just a little bit of damage or is it a lot of damage? Is it still drivable? Uh-oh.
Yeah, and man, that's so weird because I was at Best Buy and they
And he
sell,
hit Gary's car.
ooh,
You bastard.
yeah, and well, yeah, because they have no more. They sell no homo DVDs. None.
Oh,
None.
oh, that's because they're obsolete now.
Yeah. Man,
Well, Gary, I'm glad that you're okay.
obsolete. I would delete you.
And that
Sorry.
your car is a little bit damaged, but at least it's still drivable. Kind of still sucks, though, that somebody hit your car. Probably not, Joseph, if it was a hit and run. Oh. Blame her anyway, Joseph. Gary. Say, one of your damn friends hit my car. Now your parents got to pay for it.
Close. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
yeah.
They got video? Nice.
Man. Oh, yeah. And somebody said they're going to send me a sign. A sign. A Kevin Nass pop. Signed by Kevin Nass.
Nice, nice. Joseph, you didn't ask how old she was. She could be 10. Jesus, Joseph. Joseph, I was actually thinking about that today. I did not get my Powerball. All right. Hopefully that they were like drunk or something and don't even realize they hit your car. Yeah, I know, Gary, but he didn't know that. Hopefully it doesn't get erased.
Is a person going to ever contact me back? Oh well.
Well, Gary, I hope it works out and you get the video and you're able to figure out who it was. Even if it wasn't someone at her party, maybe they got a view of the car to at least give the cops something to go on. A description, something like that.
And I finally figured out my box I bought from Amazon. It is still in East Seattle,
Ah,
Washington, and they said due of the all the protests,
yeah.
it maybe gonna probably take another month, or maybe I won't ever get.
All right, Joe. No promises. Have a good rest of the night at work. Thanks for stopping in. Oh, Gary, I'm sorry. But like Joe said, at least you're okay. It does suck that it's a car you really like, though. So, yeah. I may actually end this.
Okay.
Freaking Saturday, my TV blew up, and the new one I had problems with already. Gary, you're not having a good week, brother. I think you just need to go to bed, sleep the rest of the week away, and wake up on Monday, and hopefully everything's better.
And like he don't he feel bad because I have a really bad week too.
Yeah. It's been a really bad year.
Woo! Man,
2020 just needs to end already.
Just like my man, just like I've been through the like it felt like I've been through the furnace and back again.
Ah.
Oh yeah, like because well, like you know that mean like I've been through
Yeah, she's been lurking,
hell and
Gary.
back.
Yeah. I think a lot of people feel like that right now, Ian. It's a tough time right now.
Yep. Oh, I'm gonna try to get out. Nope. Pull you back down.
Yep. All right. So I think I am going to shut down.
Okay.
Thank you for popping up, Ian. Gary, thank you. Lisa, thank you. And, well, that's good, Lisa. At least it's better than it has been. It's all you can do, take the little wins. But I thank everyone for stopping in. Lisa, thank you for doing my policing. Gary, I love you even though you were late. I won't hold it against you. Better be on time, 8 o'clock sharp next week, please. And Joe, I will talk to you later. Love you all. And good night. Peace out, guys. Thank you so much. Good night. Bye.